What's up, everybody? It's Ultimate Wrestling Trivia, the show. Would you kindly smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share the show with your friends? My name is Dashing Derek, alongside Mike Merc and the Hall of Famer, the man in the middle, Angelo Stefano. Playing with your dolls again, okay.
No, I'm disqualifying you.
Would you stop? Anyways,
Stefano calls it right down the
Hey.
middle.
That's right.
I wouldn't expect less. All right. We didn't get to this last week, but there was a death. A Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer, Pete Rose, passed away. He was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2004. Had some run-ins with the big red monster Kane. Do we have any thoughts about the life and legacy and career of Pete Rose?
I remember watching, I think it was WrestleMania 14, where he took the first tombstone from Kane, and I thought, wow, what a trooper, you know. He looked like he definitely got it, you know, and then was it the following year that he came out in the chicken suit?
The San Diego Chicken, yeah.
And no one knew it was him. And Kane tombstoned the chicken and pulled off the head like the Scooby-Doo. Did the Scooby-Doo reveal. And it was Pete Rose. Good memories of Pete Rose in his limited brief action in wrestling. Yeah.
He should not be in the Baseball Hall of Fame. He gambled on baseball, but this is
I disagree.
This is a wrestling show, so
Totally disagree, but that would have to be something for another day.
And that was part of the reason why he was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2004, because he was going through all that. But rest in peace to Pete Rose. But today we're going to talk a little bit about the AEW TV rights deal. Looks like they got 3 years with a 4-year option, $185 million per year. I'm sorry, but I'm going to take a little victory lap here. I'm the one on this panel that came on here and said AEW is going to be getting a big fat contract. I wasn't worried about it at all. Dynamite and Collision, they're going to stay on TBS and TNT. And that's also going to be simulcast streaming on Max with pay-per-views available at a discounted price. Rampage, though, is no more, and then there's rumors of AEW Shockwave, which they trademarked, which potentially could land on Fox. I know, Angelo Stefano, you got a lot to say about this AEW TV rights deal, so let us have it.
Actually, I don't have that much to say. I do want to say you were the one guy, and I believe in taking a victory lap when someone is right, and you totally were, so congratulations to you. It's don't let this go to your head. I don't say nice things to you often, but yeah, you were right about this. They got paid, and I've said this before. AEW being around is a good thing, and it needs to do well. I don't agree with the product they put out. I don't like the product they put out, but it definitely needs to exist for the betterment of professional wrestling, and good for them. I give them their credit where credit's due. They did a good job getting this deal done.
AEW going to Sizzler. AEW's going to Sizzler. No, that's great. It is good for the wrestling business, and the simulcast on HBO Max will be interesting. You know, they have yet to announce what the discount will be for pay-per-views. I fear that they will increase the amount of pay-per-views, as in the quantity of them, and then lowering the price doesn't really do a whole lot to the bottom line, because you now have more events at a slightly cheaper price point. Because there's so much wrestling to consume as it is, that I don't want more pay-per-views, because then you have more rush storylines and whatnot. So less is more when it comes to premium live events.
There's always a danger of oversaturation, definitely, and that's a quick way to turn people off. If it's on all the time, there's nothing special about it. as I'll use this as an example. As much as I love college football, and those that know me know I am a college football junkie, this is a time of year, it literally is on every day of the week except Sundays because of the NFL and Mondays because of the NFL. But now there are college games Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Even for someone like me, I'm like, come on, man, give me a night off. So they got to be careful with that, but they can worry about that down the road. For now, they have this nice deal in front of them.
Yeah, and like you said, I think it's a good thing overall for the boys and girls. Hopefully this gives Tony Khan, he could put more focus on the booking where he doesn't have to worry about hot shotting an angle or a match or anything. Maybe be a little more patient with the booking. But like I said, AEW Shockwave, I'm not quite sure, like Merc was saying, adding more programming. Granted, that would be added on to their $185 million that they're getting. If they could get, $20 million for Fox, I think that would be an amazing dunk on WWE, who lost SmackDown on Fox. Also, there's the international TV rights deal. With everything from WWE going to Netflix, that kind of opens the door for AEW to move in on the UK markets, for the India markets. That's not a ton of money. It's maybe $200,000 a year, but a nice chunk of change for sure. But that brings us to NXT, debuted on CW. The very first episode drew 895,000 viewers. Granted, they loaded up the shows with Randy Orton. CM Punk was on week 1. But NXT on CW, like how are we feeling about that? The move to broadcast television.
I think it's a good move for WWE. It definitely opens up a potential new audience. And one thing I've known from or learned that maybe dispelled a preconceived notion that I had from going to independent shows, we will sell, loose action figures like what you see in front of us here. And so you get a chance to talk to a lot of young kids and young wrestling fans, and they watch NXT. NXT is not made for our demographic. Our demographic likes AEW, WWE, WWE classics. We like the Attitude Era. We like the 80s rock and wrestling era. Well, the teenagers, the kids, the preteens, they love NXT, and that's the future wrestling fans. So they're the eventual 18 to 35-year-old coveted demographic. WWE has a chance to kind of sow those seeds with that generation through NXT, and broadcast television is a great vehicle to do so. The downfall of NXT being on CW is it looks like it's pushed the NWA out. They're no longer on the CW app. They had just shot the NWA 76 pay-per-view or TV taping in Philadelphia. So there's a lot of stuff in limbo with that and Billy Corgan's organization. I've got a lot of friends in the NWA. And so I want to see them on the biggest platform possible that they can have. So whether that's returning to YouTube or what that is, we'll see.
It sounds like the NWA, they're going to be streaming on X. Are we watching pro wrestling on social media platforms now?
I guess you will have to if you want to catch, let's say you're exclusively an NWA fan. Yeah, that's where you will have to go to watch. The way things go in broadcast and television industry, that's just the name of the game now. It's like free agency. You just shows and companies are jumping ship here, jumping ship there, going here, going there. That's just the name of the game now. That's the way it is. So if you want to know where your favorite wrestling company can be seen, you might have to pay attention because it might change year to year. So it's just the nature of the beast now.
There's a lot of moving parts in the world of wrestling, but NXT, I think they've cultivated a good roster with some signings like Julia, Stephanie Vakir now. They got some good young talent. Javon Evans, I think he's one to look out for, a 19-year-old kid who's got a ton of potential. Trick Williams, I think he's got the presence and the charisma, but maybe a little too green in the ring. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they do on the CW network. Like you said, watching on free TV, you're gonna, bring in a bigger audience. So we'll see if they could hold on to that 895,000. I kind of assume it's gonna drop off a little bit, as most programs do, but we shall see. But all right, we're gonna go to Car Confessions with Red Lightning.
Hey wrestling fans, it's Mike Merc here for Ultimate Wrestling Trivia. We're in the car. That means we're going to do some car confessions, and we are here with a longtime Western Wisconsin professional wrestler, Red Lightning, Rad Lightning. It is the last ride 2024 in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. And this is a bittersweet day because one of my pro wrestling colleagues is hanging up his boots. And I gotta ask my good friend, Mr. Red Lightning, what would make a wrestler hang up their boots?
Oh, well, a lot of things. But one thing for sure for me is just wear and tear, and I'm not recovering like I used to. So it's like, do I want to walk when I'm 60 or keep wrestling now? So
I get that. I get that.
So yeah, it's time. It's time for me to. I've been wrestling since 1998. So
yes. So for those that don't know, Red broke into the business through the great former Intercontinental Champion, AWA World Tag Team Champion, Ken Patera. So he was one of Ken's last students. And I had a pleasure of tearing up some rings and cities with this guy back in the early 2000s. And now your legacy lives on through Showtime Professional Wrestling here in 2024. You guys have been around for a while, making some noise. Let the fans know, like, what is Showtime all about?
Yeah, absolutely. Showtime Pro Wrestling. We started in 2017. Like Mike said, it's been a while. And yeah, we just bring good quality entertainment to the Chippewa Valley mostly, which is like Western Wisconsin. So yeah, if you're ever around, come check us out.
Excellent. So Showtime is on Facebook. They're on Twitter. You guys on the X?
I believe I believe so. We're on TikTok, YouTube,
Instagram. Yes.
Instagram. Yep.
So give these guys a like, give them a follow. So Car Confessions, being on the border of Wisconsin and Minnesota, the age-old debate of Casey's versus Quick Trip. So where do you stand?
Well, Casey's Pizza is really good. I like Casey's Pizza.
Yes.
Quick Trip though for everything else. But Casey's, if I want pizza, Casey's is where I'm gonna stop.
That is the answer of all answers when it comes to gas stations.
Yeah.
So I want everyone out there to look this guy up. So where can they find you, Red, on socials? What's the best social, whether it's for Showtime or whether it's for yourself? Where do we need to send these folks?
Well, if they want to get in touch with me directly, I'm only on Facebook. I got somebody else that does the Instagram and TikTok and all that. Look for Red Lightning on Facebook or Showtime Pro Wrestling on Facebook, and you'll get a hold of me that way.
Well, hey, whether you folks know him as Red Lightning or Rad Lightning or Troy or Dad or Brother, I'm happy to call you my friend. So thank you, pal. Good luck.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah.
And we look forward to seeing you down the road.
Absolutely.
Back to you guys.
All right, that was Car Confessions with Red Lightning. He certainly had a memorable laugh back in the day on the independent circuit. But right now, we're going to bring it to everyone's favorite game, the couch game. Here we go.
Welcome, one and all. We are here with Derek, Devon, and Angelo Stefano to do what we call the couch game, also known as How Many Can You Name? So we keep going, working our way left to right. One incorrect answer, and you are out. Eliminated. Toast. Today's topic are second generation female wrestling personalities, talents, announcers. So females in the wrestling business from wrestling families. So we will start with Dashing Derek.
Natalia.
Yes, Natty Neidhart. Very good.
Saraya Page.
Yes, very good.
Stephanie McMahon.
Very good.
Tessa Blanchard.
Very good. Good
Nice.
answer.
Rachel Ellering.
Ooh,
Yes, another good answer.
man.
Lacey Von Erich.
Oh, yes. I was expecting Devon to guess her, but that was
Charlotte Flair.
Woo!
very good.
Yeah, this is easy. Real easy one that I'm going to say. Coming up next is Becky Lynch.
That is incorrect.
No! What?
Devon is X'd out. We're down to just two, Derek and Stefano.
I am going to say this, and you can't disqualify me because she never wrestled, but she is second generation, and she did make many appearances. Diana Hart.
Oh, very good. We will accept that answer.
Yeah,
What?
dude.
What?
The
X
whole,
him out!
no, the whole
we
Shawn
said
Michaels thing.
wrestling
The whole Shawn
personality.
Michaels.
Oh,
Yes.
we should leave it to the people out there.
They know I'm right.
If we're going that route, I'm gonna say Brooke Hogan.
We will also accept Brooke
God,
Hogan.
I feel so robbed now here.
You should.
Ugh.
All right, back to Mr. Stefano.
Oh my gosh.
And, time is up on Mr. Stefano. Derek, for there to be a winner, you have to end on a make here. Do you have one more you can tell us and be crowned couch champion
What's
of
her
the
name?
day?
The Rock's daughter.
What's her name?
What's her name?
What's her name, Derek?
There's somebody out there screaming at you right now. Rah!
Jenny Johnson.
Oh, or known as Ava.
Ava.
Why are you
NXT
answering? Don't
Because I win. I'm the winner.
You are not the winner. There is no winners, only losers today. Very disappointing. Very disappointed. Back to the show.
All right, that was today's episode, folks. Make sure you kindly smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share the show with your friends. I'm Dashing Derek for Mike Merc, the man in the middle. He likes to play with the honky-tonk man, Angelo Stefano. This is Ultimate Wrestling Trivia, the show.
Got your heart to me! Got your heart to me!